Every single day, you're faced with a decision: evolve or repeat, stay trapped in the comfort that's silently draining your future, or rise and fight for the version of you that refuses to settle. This channel isn't about motivation that fades, it's about transformation that lasts. And if you're here, it means something inside you is ready for more. So if you're serious about building discipline, sharpening your mindset, and unlocking the future you know you're capable of, hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and turn on the bell so you never miss the tools and truths that will change your life. Let's get to work. Every dawn, life hands you a quiet ultimatum: remain who you were yesterday, or rise into who you're meant to become. One road is paved with excuses disguised as self-care: the snooze button, the dopamine of social media, the illusion of rest in chaos. The other? It's a battlefield. It demands grit before glory, silence before applause, sweat before recognition. There is no spotlight at the beginning of the warrior's path, no claps when you choose progress over pleasure. And yet, that's the very path walked by those who redefine limits. As Guts from Berserk once said, a dream, it's something you do for yourself, not for others. That's the call, the unspoken summons to chase what burns inside you even when no one's watching. Discipline is not a trending topic. It's not a glamorous choice. No one's impressed when you choose a 5 a.m. run over another hour in bed. No one celebrates the unseen hours you spend refining your skills when you could be scrolling endlessly, seeking validation in pixels. But champions are born in the shadows, not under spotlights. Think of Ippo from Hajime no Ippo, who trained silently while his opponents underestimated him. He wasn't loud, but he was dangerous. That's what commitment does. It transforms you from a spectator into a contender, from average into exceptional. And here's the truth: the more often you choose ease, the more distant your goals become. Success isn't snatched from others, it's stolen from your own comfort. Every "I'll do it tomorrow," every "just one more episode," every indulgence becomes a brick in the wall separating you from your future. That wall doesn't collapse with hope, it falls with action. Look at those who've made it to the top, not the influencers, but the true performers. Their edge isn't talent, it's tenacity. They didn't climb because it was easy. They climbed because they refused to settle. The clock ticks the same for everyone. Whether you use it or waste it is the only thing that sets you apart. When you feel like skipping the hard choice, remember this: your future self is watching, and that version of you, stronger, wiser, fulfilled, either thanks you or blames you. Because the moment you rise while others sleep, push while others coast, and grow while others scroll, that's the moment you become undeniable. That's the moment your dream begins to materialize, not in fantasy, but in form. Defeat is not your enemy, it's your instructor. Losing a round doesn't mean you've lost the war. In fact, some of the greatest transformations begin with failure. When Goku fell against powerful enemies, he didn't retreat into shame. He trained harder, smarter, evolving beyond his limits. That's the mindset. Every misstep, every setback is simply raw data. It's feedback from reality. Study it, dissect it, use it. The only true failure is refusing to learn. When no one's watching, when there's no applause, when your body screams and your mind wants to tap out, those are the sacred moments. That's when the foundation of greatness is laid. There's a reason why legends aren't born in luxury, they're forged in sacrifice. You don't become Zorro from One Piece by avoiding pain. You become him by mastering it, by confronting discomfort until it bows to your will. Success isn't built during highlight reels, it's shaped in silence. In reps no one counts, in hours no one tracks. When you choose late-night study sessions over passive entertainment, when you walk into the gym when every cell in your body tells you to rest, you're not just training muscles or feeding your brain, you're making a vow to become more than you were yesterday. Not because the world asked you to, but because your purpose demands it. And that purpose? It doesn't care if you're tired. It doesn't care if today is hard. It only asks, will you show up anyway? You've already taken the first steps, the early alarm, the sore muscles, the books opened when others sleep. But now the climb gets steeper. Doubt doesn't shout, it whispers. It's in the aches, the delays, the temptation to coast. But remember this, pressure is not a warning. It's a sign of progress. As All Might from My Hero Academia teaches us, it's not bad to dream, but you also have to consider what's realistic. And the most realistic path to your dream is one paved with hardship. So meet struggle like an old rival, recognize it, respect it, but never retreat from it. The victories that shape you won't be grand battles. They'll be tiny wars, skipping junk food, turning off your phone, doing the extra set. These choices stack. They become the blueprint of your character. Anyone can be strong when the spotlight's on, but who are you when no one is watching? That's the real scoreboard. Discipline isn't a flash of motivation. It's 1,000 quiet decisions made in solitude. And when those decisions compound, you don't just build habits, you build an identity. You become unstoppable. Regret doesn't scream. It whispers. It waits. It stalks silently in the corridors of your mind, feeding on hesitation, on the moments you traded effort for ease. It's the voice that echoes when the room goes quiet, reminding you of the paths not taken, the chances you let slip because comfort felt safer. Years from now, when you stare into the mirror and reckon with the person staring back, what will that reflection say? Will it beam with the pride of scars earned in pursuit of purpose? Or will it carry the weight of wasted time? Regret is not just pain, it's punishment, and it only grows stronger when we ignore the fight today for the illusion of peace. Stop feeding that predator. Starve it by choosing discipline now. You are not a static being. You are a constant evolution. Like Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan, you are capable of transformation, not just in body, but in belief, in identity. Who you were yesterday is only a ghost. Who you become is determined by what you do now. Don't wait to feel ready. Readiness is a myth. Pick up your weapon, discipline, and carve out a new self. When you wake up, speak your truth aloud. Today, I choose action. Let that promise echo through every decision, every step. Fear will try to hold you back, but fear is a compass, not a cage. It points toward growth. Every time you walk into the fire instead of away from it, you become something stronger, something undeniable. Discipline without direction is just punishment. You need a why, a fire that never dies. That purpose is your anchor when the waves crash. Why do you rise early? Why do you endure the pain, the pressure, the repetition? Is it to prove something? To protect someone? To become the kind of person your younger self would look up to? Dig deep and name your mission. Etch it into your routines. Kenshin Himura said it best. A sword is a weapon. The art of swordsmanship is learning how to kill. That is the truth. What Miss Kaoru says is sweet and innocent talk that only those who've never stained their hands can believe. In other words, mastery demands pain. Purpose demands sacrifice. Find yours and hold on, because it will pull you through every storm. Now engineer your life to match your ambition. Your environment is either your ally or your enemy. Take control of it. Eliminate the distractions that dilute your focus. Create visual reminders of the future you're building. Don't just dream. Design your world to serve that dream. Post that goal above your desk. Turn your phone off when you work. Choose silence over noise. Let your space speak to your soul. You are here to build. Make it impossible to forget who you're becoming. And as you do, you'll find something powerful happens. Your discipline won't just come from willpower anymore. It will come from identity. You won't act like someone chasing greatness. You will be someone who doesn't accept anything less.